Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everyone to some Scarlet Lions Scrims. Our first map here, Lijang Tower. We'll see what the comps are going to be looking like today. Had a little bit of an issue with Sigma not being selectable. Obviously that was a bit of an issue for both teams. Today we have Spartan Flicker in as a stand-in on DPS. We have Luminous and Uwu on the support. Ryan is back in on DPS. And of course Barry is here as well on tank. And so let's look in here. Ryan Zarya on the opponent's side. And then of course the Sigma Orisa on the side of the Lions. But here we go, guys. Game 1. Pushing towards the upstairs here, trying to get a few picks before they move on to the point. We'll see trades back and forth. Ryan gets 2. Reinhardt is down. That means that the opponent has no shield. Ryan actually takes 3 here. And he's going to push up here, try to get those remaining picks as they will take the point to start off the map. They're going to push all the way towards this door choke point next to the spawn. See if they can put some pressure on. As we do see the Sigma switch from the opponents. That's a double shield through and through here, and that's Symmetra should do a little bit better than what they had before. Here comes the wall, but it's not able to trap any entirely there. Ryan's able to take Lucio out. That's one source of healing down for the opponents as they're trying to push here onto the middle, just above the stairs. The teleporter comes out there, but May unfortunately gets caught going a little too far into the enemy team. Ooh, able to get 2 right there with the Discord orb, or my bad, not Discord orb. Now they've pretty much cleaned up the rest here. Pushing the enemy to a full reset. And we're gonna see Any coming up here with that bongo. When is he gonna put it down? Here comes the bongo. Spartan Flicker is able to get the Zarya just like that. They're gonna use Sigma ult as well. Spartan Flicker able to pick up a few kills as well. And this is a full wipe here, trying to kill Mora in the last second. But it looks like she will be able to get away, but the rest of the team completely wiped. Absolutely no chance for them to even touch the point. Coming up around 80% here. This is probably a win or lose situation here. They must win this fight if they want to stay in this first game. The wall coming out here. We see the shatter, but the wall is there to pretty much annihilate the shatter. Nothing coming from it. The blizzard coming out, but that's not going to get anything done. 3 picks already. Now it's just the Zarya left here, forced to use the bubble on herself, and she is just getting melted here by Ryan. Trying to get back on a point here. It's going to be a full hold, 100-0. Very, very smooth looking first map here for the Lions. They were in complete control the entire time. And we'll see what the opponent can do here in terms of responding to that pretty much domination. There was not much they could do at all. And again, on that map, it is very difficult to sort of recapture that point if the opponents are able to just shut you in on those choke points. You really only have like 2 means of entrance to get back to the point. But now here on the other map, this is much more close quarters. Opting to go for the Mercy Pharah here. Might be a little bit of a problem here. It's a Mercy Pharah mirror. We'll see how that plays out. No picks yet. They're just sort of feeling each other out. Pharah's fighting up against Pharaoh. Spartan goes down. That's a huge pick. But there's the trade from Ryan, so now it's a 5v5. We see the Winston come in, but there goes the Moira as well. Trying to get that res off is Sobi, but Ryan is able to take her out. Completely punished. Absolutely had no chance to get that res off. Stunned right before he could get the punch there onto the Sigma, but Barry is able to take out the Pharah. Arisi goes down as well, and now it's just Sigma left, and he will get booped off there by Luminous. And another very strong looking fight there, even though they lost their Pharah at the very beginning. And the Pharah mirror continues here. Trying to push out of this choke point towards the more open area of the map here, but the Lions are ready for it, setting up here. Bible Black once again gets the best of Spartan Flicker. Both DPS are down now, and it looks like they're going to have to play a little more conservative here, moving back towards the point. The speed boost is on there for Luminous. Just not enough healing there. Bible Black will be able to take him out in the end. And it looks like they are going to win this fight. Any doing the best he can to stall, and he goes down as well. A good fight there. They are able to take control of the point for the first time tonight. Lions able to get just up to 50% before that one turns over. And now we are going to see Any drop in those bombs here, trying to cause a little bit of damage. Black going to use the barrage that is able to get Luminous, but not much else. Barry using the Primal Rage, trying to cause some chaos. Nothing comes from it. Spartan Flicker's down as well. Ryan's down, and now it's just Any. Same time, trying to stall here, and he's gonna die. Go for the full reset. So they did use a couple ultimates going into that fight. Both tank ults. Nothing coming from it though. And we now see a bit more of an aggressive defense here from the opponents. Trying to push up and sort of hold on to this doorway choke here. We'll see how that works out. Bunch of missiles coming in here from the opponent's Pharah. Unfortunate pick there from Tiggs, but it looks like it's going to be a C9 as they're barely able to get back on a point. The Graphitic Flux coming out there from Fortiscord, but Any's able to get two before he goes down. He's actually still alive. And it's a trade back and forth with Any still on the point. The barrage comes out just to clean up Any. And they are just barely able to hold on to it there. And it looks like the Lions are going to have just about one more fight here if they want to try and keep this one alive. You see Barry switching onto that Sigma instead of the Winston. Luminous goes down to the Pharah once more. He's going to have a long trek back to the point. Boo is able to get the res on, so it's another 6v6. The Symmetra wall coming out here. There's a nice flash onto Xanthora, clearing out their first healer, but the res does come out onto the Sigma. Moving into overtime here, Any gets the kill onto the Mercy. The bomb's coming out as well. Pharah backs up, able to take out Spartan Flicker here. Any down to very low health. He will go down to the Reaper. Luminous gets the boop onto Sigma. And it looks like, at the very least, they might be able to hold on here. You still got a few of the members from the Lions still on here. It's now just one, but another barrage coming in from Bible Black, just absolutely tearing it up in this close quarters area. And the opponent will end up taking the second map. So now at 1-1, this is the deciding match here. Looks like the Pharah Mercy was more working out for the opponent. We'll see if they try and stick with that, as it was working, and it looks like they will. And then what are the Lions going to do to respond? We're going to see that same comp, except Ryan is going to switch off of that Symmetra to an Ashe to try and counter that Pharah. Probably a smart move, as it looks like the opponent is going to stick to that Pharah comp. Uwu onto the Moira, looking for a little more heals here. Both teams opting to go to the side of the point here. Reaper coming in aggressively. Then fades right back behind the safety of his Orisa's shield. Ryan able to take him out with the dynamite though. Huge pick there, but the res does come out as we know the Pharah Mercy is still in effect for the opponents. However, during all that chaos, the Lions are able to take the point as we see Annie diving in here, trying to take on Moira. Gets stunned and is forced to retreat. He's going to fly back into point, see if he can get some damage done, but he's down to low health. Gets Mercy to half, and it's an all-out brawl here on the point. Pharah able to take out Spartan. And now Annie going for the whipping around the point, trying to get some damage done, trying to keep the control here. Pharah getting really low here, taking out Luminous in the end of the day. Ryan having a battle with a 1v1 with the Reaper here, but in the end of the day, Sigma's able to help clean up that. Ooh, the last one left on the point here, trying to stay alive. And they will finally flip it here. Nope, not exactly. Annie is still on, still doing a lot of damage, just pretty much completely stalling here. And they're able to get it all the way up to 50% before they finally decide to reset here. There's the headshot onto Tiggs, peeking out just a little too far here. He's got Bob. Will he use it here? And it's going to be thrown directly onto point, popping Orisa up in the air. He's going to go down. Both tanks are very low for the enemy team. The Dynamite coming in, going to do a lot of damage there. Flicker able to get the kill onto that Orisa. The Graphitic Flux coming out from the enemy team, trying to counter all that's going on here. The Doomfist charging after Ryan, but he's able to get the kill, popping him up into the air. Sigma goes down as well, and they're able to clean up the fight, turning it back to the Lions' favor. Now we will see the Lions with nearly 4 ultimates here as soon as Ubu gets Coalesces and a huge headshot there onto the Pharah. Any unfortunately suicides here, but not before he gets the Sigma using his ult. The Dynamite coming out looking to hold this bridge here. They continue to go with the Pharah. And now Pharah pressuring Ryan after that res coming out. And that is the unfortunate part. You got to kill the Mercy before the Pharah. That's 2 down for the Lions. Here comes the beat. They're trying to hold on to it here at the very end, trying to finish this one off right here and right now. Barry onto the Sigma, getting Orisa very low. Here comes the Flux. This might get 2 or 3 actually. Does get Orisa off of the pure damage. No one else left on point. Ryan almost spoops himself up, but he'll stay alive here. But of course, plenty of time to reset here. They get it all the way up to 99%, and they are just going to fall back here to spawn. Try to think of what to do next. They're going to opt to move to the right side of the point here. Force them to fight in the middle. And he diving in here, trying to get that Moira off of the side. Unfortunately, not able to do so. Tiggs getting the kill onto Barry and Luminous at the same time. And now Annie's whipping around the point here, trying to get something done. But Tiggs gets 3 before he's done. Spartan Flicker finally able to finish off that Moira, but at what cost? The rest of the team is pretty much dead there for the Lions, causing another full reset. So Doomfist really showing how powerful of a character he is there. Coming down to the last couple of fights. Oh, that's a huge pull there from Fairby, taking out Barry, which will take them even more time to full reset here. We're going to go with Annie, trying to do some work here on the point, but he goes down immediately. Now they'll have to touch here. The Bob coming out here. Spartan Flicker dives in, gets the kill onto Sigma. Coalescence coming out. A lot of ults being used here. The Meteor Strike comes out. Xanthora takes out Luminous. Bible Black takes out Barry. That's 2 down. And now the Lions here at a disadvantage. Ryan goes down as well. Both DPS are down. And now it's just Annie left here on the point with the Graphitic Flux coming out. That's going to do a lot of damage, and it'll actually finish him off as well. And now we see Ubu just fighting for dear life. The timer ticks in overtime, and nobody's able to touch. It's going to be 2-1 to the opponents here. They will take game 1.